You've probably heard God loves you, but have you heard God's in love with you? God is a lover. That might weird you out if you've never thought about that before. There's this passage in Story of a Soul. I'm not going to be able to quote it exactly. I'll give you the gist of it. If you want to see it exactly, go to my website, to the post version of this video, and you'll be able to get the exact quote. Basically, Therese, on the day that she was going to enter the Carmelites, so now she's going to be the spouse of Jesus. She really wanted snow because she always had loved snow. But the problem is, it was a very mild day, and she had kind of given up hope on the fact that she wanted snow. But after her profession, she looks out and sees that there's snow covering the ground. Despite that it had been a mild spring day, there was snow, and knew that it was Jesus who had answered her prayer, and mused that no earthly lover could even make one flake fall for his beloved. But Jesus, being God, can do that. And so Jesus gave her that gift, though small, but she knew that in that moment she was loved. It also means that the whole rest of the town got snow, but they had no idea that it was Jesus giving Therese that little love note. Only she and those that she told about the snow and how she desired it, only they would have recognized that. That idea of little tokens of love reminded me of an image Cardinal Sarah has in his book, Power of Silence. He says that the soul that knows love is like a woman also in love who's waiting to see her beloved later that evening. And throughout the day, she receives little tokens of affection, but she knows they're from him. So like an unsigned love note, but she recognizes the handwriting. A bouquet of flowers, but there's no explanation. Well, she knows it's from him. She's walking along a path and hears flute music and recognizes that it's him playing it for her. But those walking with her actually don't recognize it because they don't know him. They don't know his love. So even though the tokens are there, they don't recognize anything. So too it is with us. God is leaving little tokens of affection for us, but our traveling companions might not recognize those, kind of like with Therese in the snow. She recognized it, but the town likely did not recognize it. And I think that helps answer the question of, if God's real, why doesn't he reveal himself to me? The answer is he already has, but have you been able to recognize it? Now, the most definitive way he's revealed himself is through what Catholics call the deposit of faith. God's revelation of himself, his son, his church. Now, also God's revealed himself in science, in nature, in beauty, in art, in music. All of these are his love notes to us to show us how much he cares for us. So to a soul that knows it's loved, how can you not recognize the myriads of love notes? But to the soul that does not yet know that it's loved, it does not yet recognize those notes. And I think as we grow in knowledge of how much we're loved by God, we start to recognize those love notes everywhere. Those things that we thought were ordinary, we now see as love notes from the divine bridegroom. P.S. Be a hero today.